Hey, welcome back to the Fun Astrology Podcast, Tuesday, August 20th. Man, can you believe we are almost to Virgo season? You look at the 20th, you think the 23rd, and the sun is sitting at 27 degrees of Leo. That means 27 out of 30. It means one way or the other, we don't have much time left, and we're going to be into fall, folks. Okay, and that's one of the things I wanted to talk about. We're going to keep this one short to make up for the longer one yesterday, but a couple of things that are still in place. First of all, that delicious, juicy trine between Mercury and Jupiter. Again, if you have stuff to speak, you got the universe supporting you today. Communication, siblings, call your brother or sister if you have one. Or call somebody else's brother or sister. It would be a good day to talk to them today. Some other mercurial things that you could use that little Jupiter rabbit's foot to your advantage today would be like if you're in a class and you have a paper due. Write it. Just do it. Use the energy of the universe. Put it out there. What else could you use that for? Well, you could use it for taking a little short trip. Do you have a little overnighter that needs to be just done and you've been putting it off? Go. You might close the sale today. That's the way that energy could be used. Another trine, so the moon, we mentioned it yesterday in that grand trine, the moon is in Aries. And it just ticked over a few degrees in Aries. It's 24 degrees, so it will be out of there tonight, basically. But right now, for today, you can enjoy all day you can enjoy a nice, beautiful trine with Mars and Venus. It stays locked in there all day. And for those of you in a relationship, it will be there when you go to bed. It disappears overnight while you're asleep. But basically, that's just adding the moon's swoon to Mars sitting right next door to Venus, sitting right next door to the sun. Oh, wow. The only thing we don't have in that is it sitting in Scorpio. It was like everybody would take the day off. Yeah, that's what we have. So I wanted to talk a little bit of macro alignment. We didn't do that yesterday, so let's do it today. So here's kind of what the next couple of weeks looks like. We've had this group of planets. They're all the short, fast-moving planets. The Sun, Mercury, Venus, and Mars have kind of been traveling in this wolf pack. And we know what June and July was like when they were in Cancer. We got this reprieve, and I hope you've been enjoying Leo season because it was a reprieve compared to the summer. And what's cool is Jupiter's been sitting down there in the middle of Sagittarius. Although it was in retrograde, it is now direct. Remember, we celebrated that Sunday ago. But all of these planets, as they start moving from Leo to September's Virgo, they've been in trine aspects with Jupiter. So it's kind of like as they're leaving the church, they hand the preacher a 20 on the way out. You know, it's like they just they get fresh and friendly and accentuated. So Mars was the first to go through that aspect, then Venus, then the Sun, and now Mercury is sitting in that favorable trine aspect with Jupiter right now. It's there. But Mars has already moved into Virgo. This is going to happen quickly. Venus moves in tomorrow. The Sun moves in on Friday. And then the following Thursday, Mercury moves in. And it's on that day, on that Thursday, Friday of next week, we're going to have the moon in there as well. So we will have Venus, Mars, the Sun, Mercury, and the moon all in Virgo. So you're going to start feeling it now, but by the end of next weekend, just look out over your this week and next week and on to next weekend. Oi, you're going to be feeling some Virgo. Now, Mercury, which moves in, as I said, next Thursday, rules Virgo, so it's going to be very happy. Mars and Venus, not so much. Now, Venus rules Libra, so when it moves over into Libra, it's going to be happy again. But Mars and Venus are just not going to be so spry and sprite in Virgo. And we'll talk more about Virgo on Friday when the sun moves in there. I like to do that when the sun changes signs. We'll talk about that sign. I love Virgos. My son is a Virgo. And I know you can't do this with the EEOC rules now, but if you were an employer and you could hire a Virgo, hire Virgos, man. They get the job done. They are some of the best employees in the chart. Capricorn's right behind them. Taurus, the earth signs are great employees. I mean, anybody can be a great employee, but I'm just stereotyping it. Virgos are great employees. Majana's daughter is a Virgo, and she's gone into nursing. She just got her RN degree. She's a Virgo. She's one of the best on the floor, right out of school. I mean, that's Virgo. My son, biomedical engineer, working in the Veterans Administration Hospital in Houston during Hurricane Harvey, was bunked up when the hurricane came through and had to stay there and basically run the biomedical side of the hospital. He was a year and a half out of college. That's a Virgo. Another reason I like Virgo season is because the aspen trees in Colorado are bright, brilliant yellow by the third week of September. I love that. Cooler weather, fall fairs, the smell of popcorn. We love Virgo season, and we're going to get a dose of it coming up. So that's going to affect things, and we'll be walking our way through it every day as we do, talking about what's going on up there in the sky. You have a great Tuesday. We'll see you tomorrow.